I did the keynote for the Asian Economic World Summit. And I did 2 different sessions. One was a panel with some of the financial geniuses from Asia on how the global situation in the United States is affecting people anywhere in the world, especially in Asia. So I was on a panel with some pretty interesting people there. And then I did a 3-hour workshop on recession-proofing your business and your mind. And that was a real neat session for a few hundred people. Can you hear me okay?
Okay, what happened to my...
Can you hear me all right, Stephen?
That's fine.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Sonia, you're fine. Don't try to fix something that doesn't need fixing.
Now, where's that accent from?
Oh, my headset died.
That is from Hungary. Hi, John.
Hungary. Servus.
Hogy vagy? Te beszélsz magyarul?
One of my very best friends is from Hungary.
Fantastic.
When I was a young boy, when his mother used to come from Hungary, his grandmother, I used to call him and she would answer the phone and go, Lehet beszélni Robival, légy szíves.
Yeah, I actually escaped from there, John, in 1973.
Kind of like John escaped from Tel Aviv, Coach Steve.
Wow.
Escape from Alcatraz.
Escape from the communists.
That's right.
They were ruthless.
Oh, they were ruthless. Yeah, people tend to be that way sometimes. And then we attracted, don't we? That's also in the law of attraction.
Well, we attract what we think about most, but we attract more of what we feel about most.
Absolutely. I was watching one of your videos, John, on actually YouTube, and it was one coaching where you were talking about energy and vibrational frequency, and that's a lot of what my show is about vibrational frequency and actually being in a state of receptivity and being in a state of higher vibrational frequency. And I know you talked about that, and you talked about how if you're in a higher vibrational state of frequency, then you're going to be attracting all those higher vibrations in terms of positive things coming into your life. So you want to share a little bit about that? Because that's really my philosophy, and that's what I'm experiencing now, is that I'm getting to have miracles occur every single 5 seconds to every minute of the day, as opposed to when I was closed and entrapping myself, actually, and blocking myself, to not being able to actually communicate and express myself as I wanted to, and those things would come in too. So you want to share a little bit about that and how you actually support people in your coaching program and getting to a place where they can manifest instead of taking months, they take weeks or days or minutes?
Well, there's, as you're well aware, there's a couple different facets to our universe, and there's the part of our universe that we can interact with through, hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. That's our physical senses to navigate with the physical world. And what we know is that there's obviously another world. It's the world of the invisible, the world of the atomic scale or subatomic scale. And what we've always thought about, but we didn't know for certain, was what was the correlation between our thoughts? What was the correlation between our brain and different frequencies and our body at a different frequency? And although we have an intuitive factor that can pick up the different vibrational frequencies, we really have never been taught, in our history of a species, to trust that intuition, that ability of our brain to pick up a vibrational field. Right. So we've been taught to rely on the physical senses, but the physical senses, we know they lie. And so the key is to really understand that there's 2 universes we live in, and we can learn how to navigate through both the physical and the non-physical, and there's no line of demarcation where one starts and one stops, except for the vibrational frequencies of light and sound, etc. And you know, I started to learn this and study this back in 1980, so 29 years ago.
Wow.
And not only did I study it, but I started to apply it. And so I've got a lot of personal experience in health and relationships and finances, where I've worked on the non-physical side with the physical side. And that's really what we do with One Coach, with business owners specifically, is we help them get the brain side right, as well as the strategies and tactics.
Very cool. So you're coming more from a quantum physics kind of science, right, John? That's what you're talking about.
It's a collaboration of quantum physics with neuroscience, really understanding how the brain works and what does the brain do. You know, how do you move from?
Go ahead.
Pardon?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm having my cameraman check things. So go ahead, John. Sorry.